this is another story. When I must have been 10 or something like that, 10 years old, or around that time, a little kid, we used to have in our school, in the SIS school, the main building, on the ground floor, along the passage, the last room. There, about 8 children will be there. We'll sit down on the floor only. For each team, 2 teams. And it was a competition, or just it was a class, 45 minutes. So one team would recite one sloka, not from book, from memory. Sanskrit Sloka from some poem or some book or something. And they'll say so and so, so and so. They'll ta 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 ta. Now the third line of the sloka, the last word of the third line, has to be picked up by the other team, and by the time this boy finishes the fourth line, that team has to come up with the new sloka, with their sloka, starting with that last alphabet. It was antakshari, using Sanskrit slokas, and from our poetry, from our Sanskrit book and etc., anything. You can just say, apurva kopi koshoyam vidyatema tava bharti vyeto vridhimayati kshamayati sanjayat. So, vyeto vridhimayati, ti is the last word. So, ti should be the starting word, or maybe it can be ta or ti or tu or some ta of the other team. So, this was a very interesting thing, and there were enough children who were interested in this and participating, and I have a memory of this which I have treasured. There was one poem which came to my mind during this. It was I forget the words. It's the story of Ambarisha, King Ambarisha. So Ambarisha was a king, and his kingdom and everything royal and very comfortable and peaceful. And he had finished his morning puja and everything, and was sitting there on his jula before the lunch hour, when suddenly one bird comes fluttering. It's a dove, and it is so flustered and so desperate, it comes and it sits on the windowsill and cries, "Oh king, please save me, help me, help me. This something is coming to catch and eat me." So the king said, "Oh, yeah, anybody Sharnarthi, you have come seeking refuge and seeking my help. I'll give you, don't worry, I'll take care of it, I'll protect you. Nobody will attack you." And in a couple of minutes, the bird of prey comes. It's a vulture or whatever it is, and it wants to catch it. The king steps in the middle and stops that bird of prey. Says, "No, I have given refuge to this dove. You cannot attack it." So the bird of prey says, "What kind of logic is this? He is my food. If you don't give me my food, then I will die." King says, "But if I allow you to eat him, he will die. So either one of us is to die. What is your duty? How can you kill me to save him? Rather let him die. That is the law of nature." So this argument and dispute, I do not know the details of this thing. Those are the things where the philosophy lies, which we of course gloss over. And then the king says, "Okay, I have promised this bird protection, and it is not correct for me to, it's not right for me to allow you to die. So I'll give you food." So the terms agreed are, the king will give food to the bird of prey from where he is. He doesn't have any food available there. So he has to take his sword and cut a piece of his flesh from his thigh, and he puts, there's a weighing scale brought. The dove is on one pan of the weighing scale. A piece of flesh cut from the thigh of the king is put on the other pan of the weighing scale. And like that, the same thing has been borrowed by Shakespeare in Shylock the Jew. So the weighing scale, the piece of flesh from the thigh is put on this scale and the dough is on the other. The dough is so much heavier, the piece of flesh doesn't match it. The king has got more, until both his thighs are completely cut and still the dough is heavier. Then the king says, there's something funny here. Who are you that you are so heavier than the weight of both my thighs? And then that story, it is some Bhagwan and maybe, I don't know those stories. But these stories stick in the head. And these are neither here nor there. Who is Ambarisha? Who was Ambarisha? When? What place? What time? There is in the genealogy stories here. Somebody should link them up, bring them out. I find it very interesting. Our children should also know this. Thank you.